Hi, baby angels. I'm back with the tarot tag. It's BB. I never have the same intro. I'm sorry. So this tarot tag is you in the tarot, and it was originally done by Articrot. I am so bad with languages. I'm very sorry. It's a really interesting tag. It's 5 prompts. The row of cards on the top are cards that I have chosen, and then the row of cards on the bottom are cards that I did not choose and are blind, so I have not seen them yet. So I'm gonna go through and read. If you are wondering what these decks are, on the top is the Spolia. It looks like this. My box is falling apart because I've had it a long time. This one is out of print, unfortunately. And the second one is a new acquisition, the Aquamarine Collage Tarot deck. I got this one on Etsy. Yeah. So the first prompt is how society sees you. And so for that, I chose the Lovers. And the reason why I say that is, especially in this deck, it has to do with choices. And I feel like a theme in my life is that I've been misunderstood in my choices. And we're always making choices, all of us, and everything is sending us down a new branch of the path, right? And I feel like there's maybe some maybe elusiveness or elusivity, I don't know the way to conjugate that word, to the things that I've done in my life to people, which is so odd to me in one sense because I'm such an outgoing person and I'm such a transparent person, and if you know me, you know what's going on in my head, you know why I do what I do. I like to talk through my emotions, I like to talk through my choices, but if you aren't in my inner circle, maybe you don't, and maybe from the outside it looks confusing. Yeah, so I think that was kind of an accurate, for better or for worse. Lovers can be shadowy, it can be beautiful. I'm a Gemini, this is my card, I feel akin to it, so I kind of accept, I guess this is me accepting what goes along with people not always understanding you, or maybe not always making the right decision because you are impulsive or you follow your heart, or perceptions, consequences of life choices, regardless of what people are seeing, it's your inner world, it's what you experience, even your material world. The Lovers encompasses that for me too, as far as you make the decision and then the consequences of that decision are what you live through, and just not necessarily knowing. It's not not knowing, it's kind of wanting to know all the options. Maybe that's a Geminian thing as well. And I do think on a very base level I come across as a loving person. I hope that I do. I almost chose the Queen of Swords because on the very other end of the spectrum, because I think that some people might think that who are not close to me again, that I'm kind of a cold person or a calculating person or not a lover. I am perpetually single, so I don't know. Okay, so let's see what the Aquamarine has to say. And I'm sorry if we're gonna lose light during this. Wow. It's funny because the Death card jumped out at me. I noticed it as when I was going through the Spolia. So how could this relate to society? Yeah, I think that society could see me as a disruptor. I think that society could see me, I'm a mutable sign, so I can end things. I can change things. I'm very comfortable with change. I have mourned changes in my life and endings in my life in a very public way in the past. I have been called sad girl in the past by acquaintances. So yeah, I think that fits. Wow. Okay. This is my first reading with Aquamarie. Actually, like my 1.5 reading, because I did a quick 3-card deck interview. Okay, moving on. Anyway, the second prompt is how family sees you. So for this one, I chose strength because, wow, you know, riding on the coattails of everything here, I think my family has seen me go through, just like every other human, you know, everything I've been through. And I think that they see me as a very strong person for coming out on the other side, learning lessons, being stronger for it. I'm not entirely jaded, I think. Oh my gosh, this is getting like so personal, and I'm getting hot, and like I'm tripping over my words. I'm sorry. I did not think that this was going to be, I thought this was going to be like, you know, fun surfacey reading. Like, when are they ever surfacey? Okay. There is this saying, stay soft. And I want to get it tattooed. I've wanted to get it tattooed for years now. And it's just a reminder that a friend of mine once said, you have a spring heart, and there's always that hope and that love and that openness and vulnerability that doesn't go away. Mind you, I have very big walls, but that is also true. So I chose strength. Let's see the moon. I don't know, I could take this a couple different ways. The first thing that came to me is that there are things within me that haven't been revealed, and I see that in a really positive way, in a way that I think that there are strengths that I have that haven't been revealed. I think that there are successes that I'm meant for that haven't been revealed. I think that my biggest obstacle is myself and my thinking and you know, the generational thinking that I was born into and raised by, and shedding those types of things. I think that they see me trying to do that, and I think that they see that there's a lot underneath maybe that I don't. For all the things I do share, I'm starting more and more in my life to have more things kept for myself. So the third prompt is how your friends see you. And I chose the Queen of Cups. I'm kind of the therapy friend. I love that my friends see how much I love and how I can remind them all anytime I can that our capacity to love is limitless, our capacity to understand people is limitless, and that in the same sentence, we can walk away for our own health, heart, and sanity at any time. From any situation. I don't necessarily mean romantic, but I do feel like my friends can see the Queen of Cups in me. So our blind card is the Chariot. Wow, I really hope so. I hope my friends see that I'm going places, and my intent is to go places, to level up, to see what's in front of me and run after it. I don't want to be afraid of it. I want to kill the demons in your head that say you can't do what you want to do, you don't deserve it, or you're not capable, or it's too late, or whatever I could sit here and say for an entire evening, you know? Okay, number 4, how you love to be seen. I would love to be seen as the Queen of Wands. Someone who is self-actualized, confident, smart, creative, passionate, independent. Someone who is always authentically themselves, you know? Yeah, I think that like really encompasses what the Queen of Wands energy is to me, and I would love to be seen that way. I would love to be a master at my own domain, unabashed, uninhibited, purely myself, and great at it. No limits. An artiste. The 8 of Cups. Wow. I would say I'd also like to be seen as someone who's grown emotionally, who's dedicated to their growth emotionally, who's still healing but knows when to, like I said before, when to walk away. I want them to be able to trust my emotional decisions. I feel like that's what I get from the Eight of Cups. Them, as in the world. I want the world to trust me that I know what I'm doing. I don't want there to be doubt or worry. It's frustrating. It makes me feel like the perception is that I'm not aware, or I'm not okay, or that I'm not in control. Wow, this is great. This is really great so far, you guys. You should totally try this. Okay, who you actually are. Who am I? I'm someone who wants to move beyond the patterns that have, trapped us all in the past. That's really who I am. And it's not always easy. For all of the patterns that I have broken or moved on from, or the ways that I've grown up in whatever society's standard is of growing up, there are so many more ahead of me. And there are days when I feel like I'm not an adult whatsoever. And I know that there are all humans that are quote unquote grown-ups that feel that way too. But I mean, that's just the reality of it, I'm just trying to be a good, powerful, authentic, and artistic person in the world, a successful person in the world. And I don't mean that in kind of a meta sense of the word. I mean it in the literal sense of the word. The blockage or the growth or the change, all these things, they come from my mind. What is it? That's like the Everest. You get it. The Two of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, I'm like, right? A balancing act, a day-to-day practice of being a well-rounded human being. And I'm not always good at it. And honestly, most days I don't feel good at it. But all the beauty of these things, or these things, remind me that my inner world is so rich. My love is so rich. My strength is so rich. My imagination, my desire. I think what this reading kind of, what sums it up for me is, I think what I want to bring into this world while I'm alive, and if there's ever anything once I'm gone that I leave that anyone cares about, is that the inner world shared with the rest of the world is the most beautiful part of life. And when I get nervous or anxious or impatient or scared that I might not be able to do that, that's like my reminder of that's what I need to do. That's why I'm here. I'm here to live my life fully, and I'm here to express myself, and I'm here to share myself, who I am truly on the inside, with the world. Yeah. So that was you in the tarot. There are a few videos that exist of this tag, and maybe I'll link them. I'll definitely link the original, but I encourage you to do this tag. I'd love to get to know you a little more. I hope that this wasn't incoherent ramblings, and I hope you enjoyed. I think these decks look pretty cool together. All of them seem to have similar color schemes. They correspond pretty well. Well, I hope you have a great day, evening, wherever you are. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being curious. And my mom's coming. I gotta go.